Okay, I am being recorded. I am recording. So the target number is 01/11/22/37. It's a blind target. The time is 7:41. Um, 111. 11:26. All right, I'm gonna go see if my co-pilot's online. Okay. Um, this is going to be an unusual target, so I'm kind of excited. Hey, and there's a different part here. So I need to find associative location. All right. So let me see. I got a new one right here. Oh, yeah. Let me see if this live here. Awesome. I'm live. All right. So this is given to me by a friend of mine who's really good at remote viewing. Hopefully I can come up with new and original content, maybe something that he didn't see. We'll have to find out. So, without further ado, 01/11/22/37, and it's 7:41, 1/11/26. All right, get this screen thing fixed up a little bit here. Okay, so on this target, I want to look at location. So I have kind of like a strange pressure in my head. I'm not quite sure why. Um, I mean, I'm assuming it has something to do with the target, but I have like pressure. Well, for ideograms, I've got spec peat vegetation. It looks like a hilly area. I keep getting steep. I don't know why, but I have like steep. I'm not quite sure how that fits into the general area. So people, vegetation. Pretty sure that hills. The other thing is it feels like water. I mean, it feels like there's water nearby, but I didn't write the idiom. Unless this is the ideogram for water, I'm not sure. But it sure feels like this is the ideogram for hills and the steep. I wonder if that's the ocean. What the large white for? I mean, why wouldn't I see this large white? Um, so target is 01, 11, 2, 2, 3. So I have three people, not just one. So I've got three people. We're gonna just call them people. We're gonna make it done. This one almost feels female or mother. Older. More senior. Younger. More childlike. Which doesn't make sense. So I don't know if these two are the same age. I don't know if this is older, but this one feels slower than these two. So I don't know if these two are related or if they're after. Out there. What the deal is. I'm gonna get some. Let me get some music going here so I can really kind of focus in. So tonight's choice of music is, as soon as I can find something. Here, have a little. If I had a heart. I think you guys can hear it, but I'm going to play it anyways. So if you hear me humming, I'm listening to "If I Had a Heart." Oh, cool. So my co-pilot's on. Anyways, co-pilot, let me get you caught up here. I just got this tar sounded interesting. I'm getting a lot of feedback from it. Not quite sure why. I'm getting three people, an older, more childlike or exuberant female. And when I say childlike, I don't mean like a child. I mean like, I'm not sure how to describe it. So this guy's just more. All right. So I got three individuals. It's funny, this open water thing I keep feeling is, I don't know what this means. I mean, it's like I'm looking out over open water, or maybe it's not water. I don't know. But looking out, right? And I see like rocks, sharp, jagged, big rocks sticking out of something, and then I see like a horizon. I mean, it could be fog in a valley. So it's either water fog. But this opening, this step or whatever this is that you walk out onto, you can overlook this. But everything's like has the or I don't know if it's fog or that's a hell of a bedroom if it's a bedroom or a or an entrance. So when I'm standing here, so I'm standing here not on this. I'm standing here off the side looking up, and it seems that you could literally walk up to this point here and look over and look it up. I don't know what that is. It's really cool. Not quite sure what this is. So it feels like a crate or I want to say it was something to carry something in, but it almost feels like a crate. Maybe it's in one of the movies, the Stargate movies. In the Stargate movie, they had the chamber like this, right, where it was just a dock in a box. It was just a dock in a box, right? So this dock in the box, you lay down in there, it closes up, you take a nap, you wake up, and your stuff's good to go. It's kind of like that's what this feels like. It feels like a dock in the box, or maybe something that has something in there. That's good for you. Maybe it is, but I don't know. I don't know what that means, but it's limited. See, the worst part about this is I can't tell if it's high tech or low tech, so I'm not seeing I'm not seeing where I'm at. I can't decipher what this is other than a large opening in this flat area. It almost feels like a hangar or a very large old building. Mhm. Show me what this is. Why do I have pressure? or is a like a light switch or something I can turn on. It feels like it's got ambient light, but for whatever reason I can't see, and I need to turn on the lights. If I want to turn on the light, what would I see? So, not quite sure what I see here. Glass in front. Why would there be glass in front of this opening? Oh, yeah, good. Sorry about that. Yeah, you're only seeing part of the screen. So let me fix that, man. How's that? You know, this is such a weird feeling. It's like, okay, so it's got thick walls. It's got a view down into it's got a view down. But I mean, what am I looking at? Am I looking at a castle? Is this a castle in like say the Andes where it's looking down on the fog in a valley? All right. So what I need to do is I need to oh the crate. Where's the crate? Is this like an aquarium? I mean, well, if it's like an aquarium, this is thick walls and like thick glass. It feels like there's thick glass in front. Yeah. Look inside the, well, I did. I don't see anything inside the crate. And again, it feels like a dock in a box. It feels like a something you would lay down into, and then you would come out of it in a much better shape, or you would come out of it improved. But again, you know, with coffins, same kind of stuff. So your body goes low down in it, and then you come out of it, without your body. So that would be a bit too. but it's whitish. It's it's heavy. It's like I'm trying to look for readouts on the side. I'm trying to look for mechanical other than energies and lights. Yeah, I see nothing. I don't see anything that would really tell me. I'd love to see a readout on things and tell me it's technology, but right. Assuming reincarnation is a thing, and we're not coming out in a better shape. We're just coming out in a energy rather than going in with a physical and coming out with something sort of like physical. I don't know how that works. In fact, I don't even know if you would be coming up with the shape of a body. Um, and I don't know how reincarnation works. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to look around. I want to look around this area. I want to figure out why I'm seeing a dog in the box, why I'm seeing a flat area, large opening, thick walls. So, ridiculous. The other thing is, I don't know what it means by stable or stabilize. I'm not quite sure what that entails. Let me see if I can concentrate on this. See if I can concentrate on the older person. Oh, um, no, but I will. Pretty much the same as last time. Pressure in my lungs. Why? Why am I getting pressure in my lungs? Well, I got high pressure. I have a high pressure field, and it feels heavy. I don't know why. So it's like an all over pressure. and the air is really heavy in my lungs. So is that the environment? Is this an environment thing? Really strange. Really strange. All right. So if we push this pressure away, so now I'm gonna push this pressure away. Much better. Good. So I push the pressure away, not nearly as intense. Yeah, I can try ARB. So the question is, can I do hot or cold ARB to see if I'm deep underwater? And I guess it's more like deep. I mean, it was seriously like I'm deep in atmosphere, deep in like a Jovian atmosphere, Saturn, or somewhere where they have a lot of atmosphere stacked up on top of you. Now that I push the pressure away, where this thing is not bearing down on me, it's not nearly as bad. The gravity influence would be dragging me down, which would explain why I feel so heavy. So it's like now I need to push that feeling away. So I need to push this gravity back, and that would be interesting to think if that's it. Maybe I'm in the gravity, and the atmosphere is very heavy. So I can do an AirV to see if I'm deep underwater, but will that show if I'm deep under, just not water? You know what I mean? Be interesting to see. Well, the question is, am I deep underwater? Do a temperature check. So this one's cold. This one. So I'm thinking we are not deep underwater. So not. Okay. Um. So I get the feeling of like a home or a house or like living area. I mean, what year is this? What place is this? Let's just throw this out. What year? So what year, what place, the location? Oh, and why am I here? Why? Why are they there? Why people? So I'm not quite sure what this is, right? So I have a swirling mass. I have a, but I have a feel of, I don't know what this is. So there's energy. The energy's on the edge and it just rolls around and it rolls over. So this is in the upward direction. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I In the beginning when I started this, it was like a castle. I mean, it felt like a castle where you have everything in this castle, and I thought maybe this is like a vampire's castle somewhere in Tasmania, not Tasmania, wherever Vlad the Impaler room. That was the trying to remember where that was at. Anyways, I thought it was a castle in Tasmania. Um, but to have the visual of looking through this thick walled area with the little rounded thing sticking out, and then seeing the rock spires stick out of something that felt like cloud. I mean, it really felt like cloud. It's kind of the more I put into this, the more I feel that it's probably not Earth. It's probably not Tasmania. Tasmania. I'll have to figure out. Transylvania. Oh my God. Transylvania. So wherever this is, I'm not sure it's Transylvania. And did someone test me with the black hole? No, I don't think it's a black hole. I mean, this object is like a silvery object, has energy around the edge. It's got swirling motion. And it's got a bubble form in the center, but there's energy swirling around it. So if it's craft and not just a thermal upwelling of a cloud, then it would be a rounded UFO with a central hub, and the energy rolls around the edges, so the edges would be very bright. If it's Man, this one's hitting me hard. I don't know. It's like you're tired, you're sleepy, you're tired, you're sleepy. So whatever this is, really cool. Has this rounded thing going up. It has what looks like a opening overlooking something really cool. It has heavy pressure or high pressure. I mean, the amount of weight that was lying on my shoulders was pretty incredible. The My lungs are still. It's like take a deep breath and your lungs will go shrivel up. So um, now my lungs do that with colds, so I don't know. Yeah, the pressure was over my entire body. I literally had to push the pressure away. The lung feeling, like when I'm taking a breath, was very intense too. So I mean, yeah, it was all over. So Uh, I think I'm going to take a picture of all of this one more time. Um, just nailed the environment right there. I tell you, the whole limited thing, I can't get over that limited thing. God, it's so nice not having that pressure. Oh, so weird. You have no idea. Um, okay. So I have my encapsulation. I'm encapsulated. I'm ready to rock and roll. So everything's pushed away. I'm now going to explore what associated location. So the other location. So now I'm looking for the location of the other place. So what am I looking for? I don't know if the sand is actually black, but black sand's very prominent in my head right now. I have buildings or skylines, very tall and very pointy, rounded. I got a flat one. Um, I just can't quite draw it. It's like rounded blue. Just imagine that little thing that goes on your finger. So when you sew, you're not constantly poking your finger. I don't know what it's called. It's like but it's made out of a material and it's on top of this building. This thing almost feels like a tree, and I'm gonna write tree AOL. So whatever this is, and I'm not really sure what it is. it comes up and flares out, and then it has what looks like branches in here. Now, I don't know if this is like something coming out of the ground and flaring, or if it's just actually like a vegetation or a tree. This feels like a stable platform. I don't understand the black sand. It's like, what is this black sand? What is that trying to tell me? But this, to me, it looks like a desert of obsidian. So it's like a desert of obsidian. The light is red. Um, so it's not nearly as yellow. Yeah, it's funny. It's almost like there's a channel here. I don't know if it's water inside, but there's a channel, and this channel is important. So this is a big city. I mean, there's like lots of buildings. It goes underground. It just pops up, and it's like a it's wild. And the architects, of course, are not quite sure what they're trying to convey. I don't see anybody. I don't see any occupants. I don't see any. I don't see any animals. I don't see any. I don't see any birds. No, we try something a little different. Mhm. Oh. Yeah, the thing looks like a thimble. I mean, it looks like a small glass thimble. That's- And I don't know how I'm going to find somebody to do that or help me with that stuff I gotta do. That's too bad. Can I go inside the building? All right, well, pick a building. We want yeah, let's go inside the thimble. The thimble one actually looks like a butterfly sanctuary. So you have this dome that's open. And it's like, if you go there, right, and you go inside, right, so when you look up, you see, um, this looks like it's open to the outside. Uh, it's almost like a great big, not a museum, but a kind of like a big greenhouse. And I'm not sure what it means to fly. Does this mean you can go there and you can you can try something to fly? There's flying things. what does this mean? But there's ribbing. There's internal pathways. There's structures down here. One of the doors is really big, like really, really big, right? So when you walk through these doors, you'd be for service equipment or something because it's really big. And they would walk in with things to do to be in here, but it's a really big door. And then you have secondary doors all over the place. I guess on the outside perimeter, I don't know. It feels like it's contained. So you can walk out of this area and then go to another area that's not outside. So this particular structure has a thicker area. It'd be like a football stadium where you walk underneath the seats and then you have areas underneath the seats. Mhm. The stadium platform is kind of cool because underneath it is almost like it's hollow, but it's not hollow. I don't know what that means, but it feels like it would be someplace you would take maybe land a rocket on or land a vehicle on or launch a rocket. But if that doesn't make sense because if you're flying in and off a planet, you sure wouldn't be using, gas propellant. Um, See, it doesn't feel as heavy here, man. I'm telling you, this is a completely different place. This is another location. The first place was somewhere else. This place is different. The pressure is different. Whatever the outside air is off, but I mean, inside of here, it feels like a normal. I mean, it feels like everyday air. I'm comfortable inside. Out here, not so much. It's like it's drier or there's some way to describe it that's it's like old and wearing out, but it's the air is different. It's just not nearly as heavy. So if I take a deep breath again, it doesn't feel good to my lungs because it's like it's there's something wrong or something's been changed. So the air is uh, something's up with the air. And this black sand is just absolutely gorgeous. Sand dunes. I'd like to know the channel if that's water or if that's a saline solution or is this just something else? All right. No, inside the blue, the light is bluer. So it's bluer light inside the dome. But out here, it's red. Red light outside, blue light inside. Which is funny because now I'm getting the sensation that inside this dome, the bird moth, butterfly, whatever the hell you want to call it. The things that are flying are used to a blue light, a bright light. So you have this radiating feeling shining down. So it'd be like a bird that lives in a bright environment down near the middle of the equator, whereas the birds up in the northern latitude or southern latitude would, short days, short nights. They'd be used to the darker, the red light or the red light shift. Or maybe like in India where you have, a lot of smog in the air. But for what? Oh, I didn't even think about that in India. Yeah, that air hurts. So maybe this is just a safe place for creatures or things. And the reason they changed the light is to allow whatever natural processing the thing's got to go through. Which brings up the question. So say that's a museum, which is what it feels like. It's a museum, or we're going to put things in here that we should put things in here. So what if this is a museum? Why wouldn't you have? Why wouldn't you have things from around where you're at? Would this be like far off things, or I mean, is this for the people to walk into and take a look at? Are there a lot of people here? I mean, it doesn't feel like a lot of people. It's like at one time, yes, but not now. This is, I can't see how, it's like a key. I can't see how long this is or how big it is. But it feels like a key. I'm going to take this, I'm going to point it and do things. So I'm pointing this key to go somewhere, do something. What does it open? What does it do? Are the dome birds native to that planet? Just I don't know. I don't know if they're for that planet or supposed to be on that planet. It feels like there's a lot of different variety as far as what that is. Um, oh, I know what I was going to do. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to do. I was going to take a look at that key after I opened the door. All right, let me take a picture of this. I'm sitting here thinking the exact same thing, and I had my eyes closed. When I opened my eyes, you had written that, so that works out really good. Well, I want to go to work tomorrow. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I gotta go to work tomorrow. I gotta go to work tomorrow. There has got to be somebody out there who can allow me or pay for my services twice a week to allow me to stay home and do this full time. Wouldn't that be nice? I mean, that'd just be so nice. Hey, what are we gonna do today? Well, we're gonna try to take over the world. Yeah, it's funny. I wonder if that was China or if that was I wonder if that's a terrestrial location. Because even though the dome is well lit and blue on the insides, that doesn't mean it's off planet. The three beings that I saw doesn't mean that they're aliens. It just means I saw three beings. So far, nothing I've got screams aliens or off-world other than the pressure and the atmosphere. But again, that could be anything. So, all right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the here there be dragons. So what I'm doing is I'm actually drawing a door. I was told by friends that a long time ago that if you can imagine a door in your head, okay, and imagine that door open. On the other side of that door, you're going to see what you want to see. And what I want to see is I want to see what this staff is. I want to see the staff. I want to see the staff, and I want to see the people. So what is this key? What is it open? So so in the middle of this device, oh, Trying to figure out if this is like a Harry Potter wand or if this is just a standard. Um, yeah, I'm not really sure what this is. It almost feels like this this is a casting device or a device that allows you to cast. The energy on the outside. This is energy up here. I'm not sure what this. I'm not sure what this thing is. I don't know if that's an actual physical object on top of this. I don't know if it's casting that dot. I mean, if it's casting that dot, it'd make a great energy tool, for mining or for digging or, well, for a lot of things. But there's an energy nimbus around the outside, and I don't know if there's a solid edge to this outside. So basically, you have the rod come up to the center of a pan. The pan extends out like this, and you would turn it to. So if it was turned like this to somebody, then it would be like a point. And that's about the best way I can see it. It'd be like taking a magnifying glass, but having the magnifying glass powered up by its own energy. So I'm not sure what this indicates here is, we're you sitting like what are they doing? Are they reading? Are they resting? Is this how people rest? I'm not sure. I'll have to ask a lot of questions. Um, that's too bad. I was really hoping to get a lot more out of this. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, that's a damn good picture of it. Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. It looks like that style of building, but that is really cool. So the building he's referring to is I'm not sure what that is. Isn't that the building they used for the Mars test where there were people in there and they were set for a long time? Isn't that in Arizona? Wow, look at that. That's amazing. I may have to post that for the video because maybe we can post that in the see if you get a chance, see if you can edit the title and then drop that into the uh that the blurb sheet. Have it as a this is a picture of what I was seeing because that's really good. Um, Okay. This pressure is really strong. I don't know why I'm getting so much pressure. But I did just eat a lot of food, so maybe it's just gas. All right. I can't think of anything else I can put on here, so I think I'm going to call it. Um, I don't know. I may try again tomorrow and see if I can actually get a feel for the people, why there's only three, what that means. See if I can get a look at the people and see if it's like. I mean, are we talking like the astronauts that were doing the test? Or are we talking like I don't know, but I think I'll try it again tomorrow. We're gonna call this trial one, and then I'll try again tomorrow. So I'll do another target on it, and uh, and see if I get anything. The target is was given to me, and the guy started to describe it, and I dropped out of there as fast as I can. But the thing is I don't see what he was trying to describe. I'm not seeing his description doesn't match what I see. I'm not seeing what little he described. Um, it's a cool concept, but I don't know if I'm seeing what I'm supposed to be seeing. So what I might we'll do round two, and I'll have him tell me if I'm supposed to look in a particular direction or a particular way. So all right, well, thanks for being there, Copilot. I really appreciate it. And that picture was really cool. That that rounded that rounded dome made of glass or with the glass panels was really really intense. So that really felt like it was what it was supposed to be. All right, man. I don't know why I'm so tired, but I am exhausted. So I will catch you later, and we will probably do this again tomorrow. So I'll see you in a bit.